Ryan Ginty here, Next Level Rugby, at the 8th Annual New Haven 7's Tournament in Chester, Connecticut. Today, we got a wonderful day, got lots of good rugby going off. We're just finishing up the open bracket, and now moving on to the qualifiers. Qualifiers right now, a lot up for grabs. Last spot to nationals. Currently right now, Nyack is sitting in that second spot with 85 points, but closely behind them, you have the New England Prime, newly formed team, sitting in there with 81 points, and then right behind them, New Haven Bulldogs with 80. By the end of today, we'll know who that second and last spot going to nationals representing the Northeast for the 7's Championship out in Seattle 2 weeks from now. This year, along with the qualifying divisions, NERPU hosted a New England 7's Open Championship. Throughout the summer, Middlesex and an experienced South Shore team always seem to find each other in the finals. On the day, the Barbarians were able to best South Shore and take the overall NERPU Open Championship in today's New Haven Open Cup with a shutout win over South Shore in the final. Middlesex is young, talented, and motivated. As a feeder team for the New England Prime, there is a good chance some of these players will be playing at the next level in 2015. Ryan Ginty here in New Haven with the Open champions, Middlesex. How you guys feeling?
Feeling
good. Lovely.
Feeling really good. Really good.
This was a life-changing experience.
A life-changing experience in what way?
Oh, man. Going 190-0, man. It's never been done.
190-0. Okay, 190-0. That's pretty good.
Point differential, sir.
Point differential, 190 point differential. You guys didn't, nobody scored on you all day.
No, sir.
Nobody scored on these guys all day. What was the defense? What was the key to the defense?
Defense just spreading out and one man, one tackle. That's all it was,
Pure
really.
structure.
Also, this
Structure.
man right here, our captain.
Leading it.
I believe I got a nice little highlight of you actually on one of your tries in the final game right there. But and you guys took down South Shore in that, right?
Yeah.
South Shore is a very good team. A lot of well established. A lot of guys have been playing for a while, and you guys were able to take them down in the finals. Good job and congratulations. That's your Middlesex Barbarians Open champions.
Hello, Cambridge.
Seabridge!
Old Blue came into the final week of the season having already secured the #1 seed to nationals for the Northeast. Their style of quick play and aggressive attack had given them a sizable lead over Nyack, the Bulldogs, and the Prime. With hard runners Henderson and Derrick, Old Blue came out of pool play with some impressive wins. Old Blue is no stranger to the national stage and will be a force to contend with in Seattle. With a talented roster and depth from a real deep talent pool, Blue has the potential to win big in 2 weeks. Find out what's behind the success of Old Blue. The guys stop by for a Ryan, chat. good to hear you. I'm standing here right now with Old Blue. Old Blues secured their berth to nationals about, 2 weeks ago, right? You guys have a nice 95, 98 points, something along those lines? 13 points. 13 points. Doing pretty good today. So how's today going?
It's going well so far. I think we got the kinks out. Right now we've gone through pool play right now. So next up semifinal. Blaze through that. We've been on the high road right now. So it's just about continuity at this point.
All right. If you could talk about like one thing that's made this season special, what would it be?
Cows and camaraderie. Camaraderie is amazing. I must say, everybody's came together when people's gotten injured. Everyone else has picked up. Everyone stepped up to the plate. Instead of having substitutes, we've had substitutes, and that's the best way to really put it.
Substitutes and substitutes. Get it going like that. Yeah. All right. So what has been your favorite memory so far this season? And who are you?
My name is Jasper Wilson. Favorite
MVP National D3 champion.
My favorite memory, this is actually my second tournament playing on the A side. I got to come up for an injury, so just like the chance to win with the boys. It's been really good.
All right, awesome. So who was the one who trucked that dude today? Who is this one? My man right here. Come over here. This dude Henderson. We got a pretty good view of that. Tell me what was going on to that and how you felt after running that dude over.
Well, that tends to happen to me a lot. I'm a smaller guy, so people tend to think they can just run right through me. So I used to wrestle, so I got a good shove, I saw it coming, just shoved him off.
That dude sat down and put him right down. All right, what am I going to see in the, what am I going to see? Are we in this camera here? Yeah. What am I going to see? Come on over here, front and center. Get your pretty face on there. He's got nice hair. It's a little bit better than mine. But what are we going to see in this next game coming out?
Nice hair.
Nice hair.
Yeah, start to finish.
The eyes are nice too.
I think we're going to play Nyack. We've played them before. Nothing we don't know. They know us. We know them. We got more than enough to beat them. So more of the same.
All right, so that's awesome. And that game is coming up right now? Right now. So stay tuned. We're going to see that game. And Ryan Ginty here with Old Blue. We're going to see these guys in about 2 weeks out in Seattle. And good luck to you guys. And congratulations on a great season so far.
Thank you.
New York Athletic Club came into the weekend with a narrow lead on the Prime and the Bulldogs. To stay in the number 2 spot, Nyack had to at least make the championship match to earn enough points to punch their ticket to nationals. With standouts like the Shifty Pip and the big man Nate Brakely, Nyack was able to dominate pool play by keeping possession and capitalizing on opponents' mistakes. The big game everyone was looking forward to pitted number 2 Nyack against number 3 Prime in a 140 match. Nyack dominated every phase of the game and stunned the Prime with a 44-7 victory. Right after that match, I was able to catch up with the big number 12.
Ryan Ginty here, New Haven 7's, with Nyack player Nate Brakely, just coming off a 44-7 victory, pretty runaway with New England Prime. So Nate, right now you guys are undefeated on the day. How you guys feeling? Tell me a little bit about how this day's gone so far.
Yeah, we're feeling real good. We knew coming into this tournament we need to keep building to the final. To make nationals, we need to at least make the final. So we just want to keep improving. We've done that so far. That was a great portrayal of Nyack rugby there. So we're excited.
All right, and what makes Nyack rugby special?
I think it's just it's a really good group of guys who are really excited about the game. Anytime playing in the city like that, it's a lot of legwork to get to practice, and the fact that guys are willing to come out and do that really speaks for how excited these guys are about the club.
That's awesome. So how long have you been with Nyack?
About 10 months now.
10 months now. Okay, and where do you play before you played at Nyack?
I was at Cambridge in England.
Okay, so over in Cambridge, we got a nice Englishman. Are you an Englishman?
No.
Yeah.
So I'm from the States originally, from Boston. Went to Dartmouth undergrad, and then did a master's at Cambridge and played there.
All right, awesome. So did you play Dartmouth 7's?
I did. Played under Mags with Madison Hughes. So.
All right, cool. So you got Nate Brakely right here, tearing it up for Nyack. See what you got going on later today. All right, appreciate it, Nate.
Yeah, sure.
The combination of 2 quality D1 sides, Mystic River and Middlesex, have spawned quite the rugby baby. Mystic River has consistently been at the top of the New England rugby food chain and are contenders for nationals almost every 15 season. Middlesex has had some big success with 7's in the past, and to add standouts to the roster like Adnan, Nate Fox, and Evan O'Driscoll from Mystic, Prime have become a serious contender in their first season. Coming off their cup win last week at Princeton, the Prime have put themselves in the running for the 2nd seed to nationals. Unfortunately for Mystic, the Bulldogs were a game opponent and they lost in the semifinals, ending their chances for a trip to Seattle. Prime leader Evan O'Driscoll gives us insight into the future of this up-and-coming program.
I'm here with Evan O'Driscoll, playing with the New England Prime. First-year team coming out, competing, playing some awesome rugby this summer, and unfortunately just fell a little bit short in the last match to the Bulldogs, but had a hell of a season, Evan. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's been great. It was us and Middlesex kind of came together. It was very last minute, but we started off very slow. I think we finished at about 7th place, first tournament of the season. But we built every tournament. We managed to win last week in Princeton. We beat Old Blue in pool play, and then again in the final. And it's been a great season. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the end, but some great competition here this year. It's great. There was 4 teams in the running. 3 teams today were going for the 2nd place. Looks like Nyack took it, but been an awesome summer. I think everyone's grown. Everyone's playing a lot better from the start to finish. But yeah, it's awesome. Can't wait to see the competition that comes out next year. Even the weaker teams like Morris, White Plains, they've been playing some great rugby.
Yeah, so you guys had an awesome season. The combination of 2 great clubs out in Malden, Mass. And I've noticed that, for the last couple of years, you guys have been cheering each other on. Was it pretty seamless when that transition of people come together?
Yeah, it was helpful as well that we had the ODA experience. So we had been used to playing with each other. As you said, I mean, we literally practice and play 1 mile from each other. So we were fighting for the same players. So it just made perfect sense to come together. And it took us a while. I think last week we really clicked. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for next summer to another year under our belt, ready to hit it hard.
All right, and talking with Josh said that you are the glue that holds the team together. What do you got for a comment on that?
I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's a whole team effort. I don't think there's one individual that shines on this team. It's everyone puts it in. When we want to play and we turn it on and play defense, we're pretty hard to beat. So I'd have to disagree with that. I think it's a team effort. There's no one individual on this team.
All right, and just one last thing. You won man of the match for that 48-minute. I don't know, what do you want to call that? 48 minutes of pain and misery. Tell me a little bit about that.
What's that?
About the game you played at the CRC.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I actually really enjoyed that. I thought it'd be a lot more tiring, but the coaches did a great job interchanging us. We kind of did 6 minutes on, 6 minutes off, and then as it tallied into the third and fourth periods. There was kind of 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. But I really enjoyed it, getting one game and you're done. These days where you're playing 6 games in a day, it gets taxing. You got to warm up 5 times. It's difficult.
Yeah, definitely. You look a little bit different come Monday morning.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Evan O'Driscoll, absolutely a pleasure watching you play, man. Good seeing you,
Thank you, sir.
Running people over. See ya.
By far, the most exciting team to take the pitch this summer has been the New Haven Bulldogs. Loaded with talent, the Bulldogs include Cap Fijian, Chilean, and Eagles players on their roster. Marcus Zeravo, Biddy, and a host of other highlight-making talent took the Northeast by storm. Progression from week to week was impressive, and the end result was an absolutely dominating performance in front of their hometown fans. The Bulldogs were electrifying from start to finish and left everybody wanting more. They were also in contention for that second spot to Nationals, but not even a mind-blowing dismantling of Nyack in the final could write their ticket. They may have fell short of Nationals, but July 26 belonged to the Bulldogs, and many a fan were made by the close of the day. The team has shed light on up-and-coming talent and performance of some have not gone unnoticed. Rick Kirkland talks Bulldogs, Eagles, and the future of 7's.
I'm here with Rick Kirkland. His team was just victorious. New Haven Bulldogs able to beat Nyack 44-17, I believe.
Yes, it was a fast start to the game. We played as a whole collectively. Good defense, just good team chemistry, and we came out with the win.
Now, you guys, I've watched you guys over the last couple weeks, and it seems like you've really hit your stride these last couple weeks. Playing really awesome. What has been the key to your success this season as a new program, a new team of guys that were able to come together and perform at this level?
Just the ability to learn from each other, and from the tournaments, from coming up short with the plates, and we just really wanted it. So we knew this was our last tournament. It was a win or go home. We had a chance to make it to Nationals. Came up short, but go home with the cup.
You go home with the cup with an impressive victory. Now, you were just out in Chula Vista, man. Tell me a little bit about that, what you did out there, and what you thought about the whole experience.
Well, that was my first time on the West Coast, so California is amazing.
Different lifestyle out there.
Yeah, so I'm going to make that home. But as far as the camp went, it was a great coaching from Coach Mike Friday, Coach Chris Brown. Those guys pushed us. I thought it was going to be a lot of technical stuff, but we started with conditioning. And then we went from the basics and moved on, so it was a great experience.
So what do you think about Mike Friday coming in now? Seems to be a pretty awesome coach coming in and hitting the ground running. What do you think?
Well, awesome coach. He came in, he told us he wanted to have a family atmosphere. He put up the statistics of USA, what we did wrong, what we did good, and came in with a plan of how we was going to improve. So I was sold. I'm all in.
Sold and all in. Here you go. You got Rick Kirkland, Ryan Gintu here in New Haven. This is that Cup champion right here, 44-17 over Nyack. And great season, man. It was a pleasure watching you play some rugby.
Appreciate it. Hashitashi.
Hashitashi. Signing off here from New Haven 7's, where we saw Nyack earn enough points to win themselves a bid to the national championship 2 weeks from now in Seattle. It's going to be an awesome venue. It's going to be an awesome place. Rugby Rugby's doing some great stuff out there. You're going to have a great time. So if you have the ability, make sure that you get out there to Washington, 2 weeks, watch these boys and this great action on display, and you can see the best that America has to offer here in 7's Rugby and the future of American rugby.
Donation for that raffle ticket and the bottomless beer cup.